Hi everyone, this is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. AllenAI has released OLMo-2 32 billion parameter model, which is a highly capable LLM which has been released as part of their OLMo-2 model family. I have been covering these models for quite some time now, and even I covered their previous models in the same series but with lesser size here, which you can check out, and they were quite good but not as good as the previous Olmo model. So I'm hoping that they have improved this 32 billion version model, because I was not particularly impressed by their 7 billion in the same series. But before that, if you check out my channel, I have covered the previous versions of Olmo from various angles and they were quite nice. Now, one thing I always enjoy about these Olmo models is that these are open weight, open source, and plus they share reproducible training methodology, recipes, everything, so that you can also use it at your own. They also have shared some of the benchmarking information which you can check out on their model card, and I will drop the link to it in video's description. But I'm not going to go into the benchmarking detail. What I'm going to tell you a bit more about before I install it locally and we play around with it is a bit of a training detail, because that is what I really look forward to whenever they released their model. So the model was trained using a detailed multi-stage approach which uses pre-training, mid-training, and a robust post-training strategy. Pre-training involves training the core model on OLMo Mix 1124, which is a vast dataset assembling approximately 3.9 trillion tokens aggregated from diverse datasets such as DCLM, Dolma, Starcoder, and Proofpile 2. And all of these are very high quality. And all of these datasets are also available. That is really good on them. Now, in this pre-training phase, it focuses on foundational language training and learning, building a general understanding of language patterns and concepts. And then comes the mid-training. Mid-training adds further specialization by training on a lot of other Dolmino dataset, like with 843 billion tokens specifically chosen for high quality documents containing academic, educational, and instructive elements. This mid training further shaped the model's refined understanding and enabled it to adapt more proficiently to advanced cognitive tasks. And then comes post training. Post training is quite a critical phase where the pre trained and mid trained model undergoes further specialized adaptation using structured reinforcement strategies, and that is where I am very interested in. So, the OLMo-2 32 billion model's post training primarily follows the Tulu 3-stage recipe, and I already have covered the Tulu models from AllenAI before. The recent Tulu models are not as good as their previous Tulu model. I'm not sure what happened there, but Tulu was a real good model before the latest release. Anyway, so this follows the same three-stage recipe, integrates supervised fine-tuning, direct preference optimization, and reinforcement learning with verifiable rewards. RLVR, or reinforcement learning with verifiable rewards, is a particularly innovative technique that enhances a model's reasoning and practical capabilities by guiding fine tuning through explicit and validated performance feedback. Most interestingly, this RLVR employs group relative policy optimization, a GRPO. Yes, the same one with DeepSeek R1. That is a technique that uses datasets such as GSM8K, IFEVAL, and Math. RLVR allows training decisions to be grounded in clear standards verified against trusted benchmark solutions, ensuring model generated answers maintain accuracy and reliability and systematically reduces model hallucinations and factual inaccuracies. So, this is the whole detail around their training. They have given a lot of details, so if you're interested, just check out their model card and you should be able to see a lot of information, including the one which you are checking on your screen with a lot of benchmarkings. Okay, now let's try to get it installed and we will see how it works. Let me also give a huge shout out to Master Compute, who are sponsoring the VM and GPU for this video. If you're looking to rent a GPU on very affordable prices, you can find the link to their website in video's description, plus a discount coupon code of 50% on range of GPUs. This is my Ubuntu system and this is my GPU card, NVIDIA A100 with 80 GB of VRAM. Let's start by creating a virtual environment with Conda. And then we are going to install the transformer from source, because in the web version of transformer it is not yet available. Let's wait for it to install all the prerequisites. Okay, let me launch my Jupyter notebook. And now let's download the models. And I'm just using the pipeline from transformers to download the model for text generation with the 32 billion. And these are all the shards of the model, as you can see. So let's wait for it to get downloaded. The speed looks good today. So let's hope it doesn't take too long. And while that happens, let me also introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are CamelAI. Camel is an open source community focused on building multi-agent infrastructures for finding the scaling laws of agents, with applications in data generation, task automation, and world simulation. And I will also drop the link to their website in video's description. Okay, I'm just going to wait for this to get downloaded. And the model is loaded. Let's test it out. So I'm just going to start the inference with the simple questions that what is the smallest country in the world, and then simply I'm encoding it with a tokenizer, generating the output, and then printing it back after decoding it. And there you go. The answer of this prompt is quite good, that it is Vatican City, and it is quite terse but complete answer, I would say. You can tell that it has told you very salient feature of Vatican City. Okay, so this is good. Now let's try out another one. So now I'm going to test out some of the language and cultural nuances. So I'm asking it, in Italian culture, people sometimes say "boh" as a response. Is it expressing disinterest or genuine uncertainty? Let's run it, and let's also check the VRAM consumption. So it is consuming over 62 gig of VRAM. So it's a big model, of course. Okay, so let's check out the answer. It says, in Italian culture, boh is an interjection that expresses genuine uncertainty or ignorance about something. It's not a sign of disinterest, but rather a way to say, I don't know, or who knows. It is a colloquial expression. Very nice. Okay, I wasn't aware of it. Okay, next up, let's try out a math one. So in the maths one, I'm asking it, can you clearly illustrate Bertrand's postulate with a numeric example, and why it holds true for all numbers greater than 1? Let's see. And there you go. So it is talking about Bertrand's postulate, now known as Bertrand's theorem, that for any integer there is always at least one prime number. So it is talking about that theorem and when it was proposed. Very nice. And there is a numeric example, that let's take this, looks good. And then it is explaining and telling us how exactly it holds true for it, like pigeonhole principle. Very nice. Chebyshev argument, generalization. Look, I think this is really good stuff. So yes, the previous the same number of other smaller models were not as impressive, but this 32 billion one, this is quite impressive, I would say, in terms of math and language too, but math has improved a lot. And when AllenAI says that this is their best model to date, I agree with that. So after math, let's try out a coding one. So what I'm going to ask it is that, given a standard chessboard 8 by 8, write an efficient algorithm in Python that counts all possible ways of placing 8 queens so none threaten each other. The 8 queens problem. Let's see. And there you go. Look at this response. I can already tell it is really good stuff here. Interestingly enough, it hasn't given preamble to the code, but it has just got right into the coding. And all the functions look good, and then it is explaining the code that this defines the helper function, and the assumption is that n not as an upper bound. Very nice. So look, I believe the coding is also quite good, but it is, I don't think so OLMo models are that good for coding, but it has done a decent job, I would say. But if you want to exclusively use it for coding, I would not suggest that model. Other than that, but it's not that it can't do it, but it's not specific to the coding. Okay, let's try out the one of the, I would say, famous neighbor issues. Now, what I'm going to ask it that whenever I trim my hedges, my attractive neighbor Pilates instructor on husband number 5 keeps stretching by her window in tight leggings, smiling sweetly at me every time. I have started reshaping my shrubs twice daily, and now they look like stick figures. How can I prevent the shrubs from completely dying while still enjoying my neighbor's daily show? Let's see what model does. There you go. It says it sounds like you have found a unique and enjoyable routine. However, the health of your hedges should be priority. And here are some tips to enjoy it while keeping them healthy. Prune properly, avoid over pruning, fertilize, watering, rotate task, enjoy from a distance. This is a good one. And then plant resilient species if you're planning to reshape your hedges. So the focus here is on hedges, and it is also telling me it is important to balance your enjoyment with the health of your plants. Okay, so actually quite. So one thing, if you might have noticed, it follows the instruction to the health. A very, very fine instruction following model, because if you check it out, my prompt, I was actually asking about shrubs. With all that setting, my question was about shrubs, and it has followed the instructions and has just told me about it. So pretty good, I would say. So look, very, very well done job by AI2 with this OLMo-2 32 billion model. Check it out. Let me know what do you think. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.